going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 85. 85. Hopefully, everyone's having a great week. Hopefully, you checked out Birdies and Banter this week. Derek and I did the US Open preview at Shinnecock Hills. Super fun championship so far. Wyndham Clark is up by 6 shots, which is very unheard of with the conditions the course is playing this week, with the wind and um, the surrounding areas, the rough being and the fescue. So he's up by 6 shots. I did pick. He was one of my picks this week, and neither Derek or I have picked the right person to win so far in the past 2 seasons of doing birdies and banter. So um, hopefully Wyndham Clark can win this one. Scotty Scheffler is on his heels, so it's going to be a good finish. And yeah,
Nice.
and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yep. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yeah,
Hope it's a good one. Watch some soccer, football,
or some golf.
or golf.
Oh, golf.
And
Yeah,
that's a dad sport.
it is much, very much so.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we'll get into the World Cup here. A little update for everyone. I think our picks are going well. A couple surprises maybe, but um, Mexico is 2-0, 2-0, sorry, in Group A, and South Korea almost came back and tied it up with Mexico, but Mexico had a great save there at the end and couldn't get the job done against Mexico. But
Yeah, crazy ending. Down to the wire. Like you said, the goalie had that insane save. A lot of it reminds of the old Mexico teams in the World Cup with Ochoa at goalie, who had one of the most insane um World Cup performances. Uh, for a goalkeeper, especially a Mexico goalkeeper. But I think right now 3 teams have officially advanced. Mexico, one of them, US, the other, and then Germany, I believe today, advanced.
mhm.
And I think that's it. Um, they're the only teams with 2-0 records right now. Two groups, Group G and Group H, all draws. Not a single win or loss in that one, so that's pretty cool. Pretty fun. Um, what else? What crazy thing has happened so far?
Messi had a
I,
hat trick in his first game, which is
yeah,
insane for doing it at 39 years old. Uh,
old man.
yeah, I would say he's my goat for soccer, and then it's always between Ronaldo and Messi, but Messi's got my vote.
Yeah,
He's
speaking of
insane.
Ronaldo, Congo and Portugal draw
Yeah,
was a surprise. Portugal, the favorite to win out their group, right now are in third behind Congo. So, um, we'll see. They still have 2 more matches in the next few days here. Or the next what? How much longer until the group ends in like 2 weeks maybe or a week and a half?
maybe a week, week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, they played 3 total games. So far, I think the first half of the groups have played 2 games, and then the second half of the groups are going to start playing the rest of the week here.
Yeah, I know that USA plays their first game July 1st, and it's gonna be at Santa Clara, which was just insane. You know, I asked Curtis or my friend that if he was going, and he said tickets are $2,000 to get in. So,
There you
of
go.
course, yeah, going to be a crazy game. USA, they're on the path. Good start. First 2 wins. People said that Australia was going to be a tough team to get past, and they beat them 2-0. So,
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think the most dominant teams have looked like US. France had a great showing in their first game. Argentina, obviously, with with Messi having a good showing, and then England looked really well, looked really good in their first game also. So we'll see what happens. Spain also had a tie. I'm trying to see if there's anything crazy. Turkey is 0-2, and I think a lot of people expecting them to get second in that group at the very least. I think I picked them also, but they're basically out, I think.
Yeah, yeah, with the two
Hey,
losses.
yeah, Haiti 0-2, and then that's it. So there's only two that are mathematically eliminated, I think, so far. But it's been exciting, a lot of good games, a lot of fun games, and it's just gonna keep on going. Like Patrick said, knockout stages start in July, so that's just gonna get even better. I believe there's 32 teams that make it, right?
Yep.
So, um, that's when it gets down to business. That's where it's the best of the best. Best players start to play. You might see some teams sitting their players right now because they don't really want to risk any injury. So maybe we'll have a Neymar appearance at some point for Brazil. He hasn't played so far. Um, maybe he plays a game, the third game, or they just wait, depending. But um, yeah, fun start.
Yeah, it is. It's very fun, and like we said last episode, just anytime nations and countries can, go head to head against each other, it's always gonna be some of the best games. So, uh, should be fun. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win, I kind of want a US to make like this crazy run. I I feel like there's a lot of hope this year for the team compared to previous World Cups. So,
Yeah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has said that the U.S. looks like they're looking really good and that they do. There's a chance they can win it. But I mean, there's a chance that everyone who advances can win it. So
you're
we'll
not
see what
playing
happens. We'll see.
Paraguay or Turkey in the next round. You're
Exactly. I
playing
think
you're
out of
playing
all
the
the
big dogs now.
U.S. is in a very competitive group, I would say, compared to some other um, groups out there. So. Like Group F, Netherlands, Sweden, and Japan. That's an insane group right there. They've all looked really good, those three. Um, and Japan, I believe, plays Tunisia tonight. So
Yep, yep. That should be fun. Guess we'll update everyone I guess more in the knockout stage.
yeah, we'll talk about knockout games in a couple weeks here.
Next we're something that's not being talked about. It's the NBA draft. That's next Tuesday. Tuesday? Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yep,
Um, maybe because I'm
overshadowed
just
right now.
maybe yeah, the World Cup is just on and I don't know what else, but I got nothing on my feed about this draft coming up. Had to do some research before we got on just to see who my top 10 picks were going to be. The first four, I think I got. First five, I think I got. After that, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the top four are already kind of set in stone. Not exactly where they're going in the top four, but the top four players are basically like, okay, we know these guys are going to be top four for sure.
Yeah. So, um, we're going to do a mock draft here. Noah, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I can go first if you want.
Okay. Well, with the first pick, we got the Washington Wizards on the clock.
Yes, and just a little update about the Wizards. Trey Young opted out of his contract. He had a player option, $48 million opted out with the Wizards. When I first saw that, I was like, okay, maybe that means we get a Darren Peterson pick here with the
Yeah.
Wizards, but it seems like he is going to re-sign with them for a 3-year deal. The rumors are at least that that's what's going to happen. That
Yep.
doesn't completely knock out a Darren Peterson pick because he does play the two guard, but he has been saying he wants to play the one. And you will not see Trae Young playing anything other than the one, especially at his size. So we'll see. It could be Darren Peterson, but I think they got to go AJ. Their weakest spot is small forward for sure. So you add Anthony, you add AJ DeBonsa to Anthony Davis, Trae Young. Trey Johnson looked pretty good at the two, and then you have guys come off the bench like D'Angelo Russell. Bub Carrington looked pretty good. Uh, Keyshawn George. They got a couple of good young guys over there, and we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Ty Lawson still getting paid.
Yeah, just scrolling here. What is CH under?
I'm pretty sure they're just uh I don't know what CH is exactly, but they're cap hold
Hmm.
because they're still getting paid from being released, or bought
Shabazz
out or
Napier?
something. Yeah.
Wow, leaky. Interesting. All right, so AJ going to the Wizards. Next, we got the Utah Jazz. Noah, how do you feel about them?
I mean, the Utah Jazz, they just traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. They have Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler. They're a pretty big team already. Um, so I don't know. I think Darren Peterson makes the most sense for them, but you might see Cam Boozer go there because his dad Carlos is working for the Utah Jazz right now. What, the president or the
Gout or something? Development?
yes,
Is it-
he's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Something to do with prospects, basically, in draft.
Prominent role.
Yeah. It's crazy how many big men they have on the team with the Jaren Jackson trade, and they play Markkanen at the five too sometimes. So
Yeah, it just really
Kessler may
depends
be out too.
on it. It really depends on Walker Kessler because he's a restricted free agent. We'll see if they're able to bring him back or not. If they want to bring him back or not, which they seem like they didn't want to trade him, so I don't know why they wouldn't want to bring him back. Um, but let's shake it up, and I'm going Cam Boozer.
Nice.
Carlos, his dad, the I think team scout.
How
So
can you not pick your kid, right?
hey, everyone says Braun did it. So
Yep. Okay.
go to
Memphis
Memphis.
Grizzlies.
I think Memphis will try to find a way to move off of Ja.
Oh, way easier to just see the depth chart here instead of
Yeah,
me scrolling.
I think they'll try to find a way to move off of John Morant. It seems like he's done there in Memphis. Um, and it's like the most logical spot for Darren Peterson, I think, to land. So I'll say Darren Peterson.
Next, we got the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, a lot of free agents right now for the Chicago Bulls. Just got Tiago Splitter, head coach. Um, I don't know where they're gonna go. I do not know. Honestly, I think they would just take anyone who falls there out of those first three that were picked, and then I think it's gonna be between Caleb Wilson and whoever else is there. So let me go Caleb Wilson.
I like it. Why not? All right. LA Clippers.
So the Clippers.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they just got Darius Garland, which is kind of like that would kind of ruin like an A cuff pick.
Yeah.
They go. I think they're gonna go guard. I don't know if there's like a big man that's someone you pick top five right now. So I say they go with Keaton Wagler. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, all the mock drafts I've seen is they're going guard. Um,
Yeah, I think they have to go guard there.
all right. The Nets just need everything. Their four rookies didn't make a single All NBA rookie team, so uh, seen seen guard here as well.
Yeah, but they went what 2 point guards last year.
Yeah,
Uh,
Igor and Nolan
and
Trayard,
Nolan, yeah, and then they went power forward and center or
Danny Wolf, and
someone else. I can't remember.
yeah, and then they traded Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, they traded for Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, they just need this lineup's awful. I think maybe they go. This one's tough because I think Darius Acuff Jr. is great, but he kind of just reminds me of what's his name? Cameron, the guy who they released, went to the Bucks for like
Oh,
uh Cam Thomas. It
oh
reminds me
yeah,
of
yeah.
Cam Thomas, when he's just like kind of small, pure scorer type guy, no defense. But oh, Darius Acuff Jr.
Why not?
Yeah,
Okay. The Kings at 7. Another
Kings
team
just
just needs everything. Holy centers.
just another point guard. They need point guard. I mean they traded for DeAndre Jordan. Keegan Murray's a good young guy, power forward, but like a lot of rumors they trade Domantas Sabonis. We'll see if they do that or not. The DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think they have to go point guard. This is somewhere Darius Acuff could go, I guess, if he doesn't get picked before.
Yeah. I mean, the Kings would rejoice if they somehow get a cuff.
Yeah. I like Kingston Flemings. I think he's a really good player, but it's the Kings. So I say they go Mikal Brown Jr.
Not a bad point
They're
guard either.
no,
Yeah.
no. But they're also, I think, people like a team right now where they need something huge and they might just overthink it, you know.
Yeah. All right. We got the Hawks at number 8. Trade away
Hawks.
Porzingis to the Warriors.
Yeah, I got Jonathan Kuminga who had his ups and downs, just like on the Warriors. Um, Another team that just needs a point guard, honestly. And I think they would just go Kingston Flemings.
Yeah. All right. Number 9, we got
The
Dallas.
Mavs.
Wow.
Mavs, two or a three, probably. Depending on where you play Cooper Flag, because he was playing point. I mean, he was playing everything except center. Um, I think he can play anything, really.
Yeah.
He can live at the two. Let's go with let's go with Braden Burries. I've seen him or stuff about him that I think see him going a lot lower. Um,
Yeah, there was wasn't there another, was it Arizona? There's another guy that was gonna come into the draft, but he decided to stay.
yeah, I don't know.
Can't remember his name now. All right, 10th pick, we got the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks. I think they go Nate Ament. Um, I mean, they would have Giannis, Turner. Uh, they
Yeah.
seem a forward or a guard, and that I think he's just best available. No,
Yep. And then just because for my sake, uh who you got for the Warriors?
they gotta get a big man, right? They have to get a big man, whether it's power forward or center, because Draymond could play either power forward or center. Uh, Honestly, this is the spot to get one. I just don't know. Do you want the big guy, or you want more of like a athletic power forward center guy? Like, you want
Yeah.
Yaxel or you want Mara? It's basically, I think it's gonna boil down to one of those two guys. Do you want the crazy huge center or an athletic guy? Let's go with Mara. Let's go with Mara. Because I think if you really want, Porzingis can play the four, even though he's bigger, and
He
maybe
doesn't really.
he'd be more comfortable at the
Dude can't
four.
rebound to save his life.
Yeah, he's
Can't
kind of
jump.
like he's like a Chet Holmgren, you know.
Yeah. Wow. They got the Thunder with Severe at center. Damn.
Chet and Isaac. I mean, I guess after that performance, but I don't know about Severe.
That's
But like
crazy.
they're gonna end up with Yaxel most likely, I think. Thunder.
Yeah. Just not good
They'll
for
get
everyone.
Yaxel or Mara probably will be there
Yeah.
for them.
All right. Let's see how I do. There's no grades or anything. It's not like Noah and I were talking before we started this. Like there's no good this one's pretty good, but there's no good NBA mock draft. It's not like
Yeah.
NFL where there's like so many sites to choose from. And I think the one that we did this year was pretty good, which we were gonna do for this one, but we ended up not to. Um, but I was also thinking about the fantasy football mock draft, the one that we do. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So with the first pick, I the Washington Wizards, we're gonna go with AJ DeBanza. I think just with if everyone's on the floor, you can potentially have Trey Young, uh, I guess Bilal or Bilal at the three, Trey Johnson at the two, Anthony Davis at the five, and then you got AJ DeBouncy at the four, maybe.
I mean, I would say Alex Sarr at the five, Anthony
Oh
Davis at
yeah,
the
Alex
four.
Sarr. Sorry, yeah, that's the guy I was
Yeah.
missing.
And you have a huge lineup out there other than Trey Young. Uh, Good for defense. It
Yeah,
just depends whether they want to put AJ at the three and I guess Koulibaly at the two, maybe, if they
yeah,
really want to start Koulibaly.
yeah,
But I mean, they have Keyshawn George who can play the two. I mean, they got some young guys there.
yeah, definitely. But how can you not go with this guy, right? How
Yeah.
can you not go? All right, with the Jazz, you know, like we discussed, they have a lot of big man. I mean, you got Ace Bailey, 6'10". Um, didn't really get much minutes, I would say, last year, but I think they go Darren Peterson. But I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos Boozer just doesn't pick his son, you know.
Yeah, it's just with the other George on this team. What's his name?
Keontae George.
Yeah, Keontae George had a crazy leap last year.
Yeah,
You don't really want to move him to the two for Darren Peterson to play the one or something like that. Like I don't know what Darren Peterson wants to do, but if he really does want to be the one, that might scare away the Jazz. That's my only thought.
yeah. Or didn't you say Darren Peterson wants to play the two, maybe?
Well, I mean, he was originally the like he's a
Oh,
no
the
like
originally the
originally
two.
a two,
Yeah,
but he has said that he wants to be the point guard. So
gotcha.
I don't know if I would want to move Keontae George for Darren Peterson because you already know how good Keontae George is. You don't know
Yeah,
how good Darren Peterson's going to be.
no. And I think a lot of people were questioning Darren Peterson's like how much does he really want to be here? His motivation. So
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like
Interesting.
though because they said the same thing about Anthony Edwards. Look at Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards. Kind of hard, but yeah, injury wise too, we'll see.
Okay, so with the Memphis pick here, I'm gonna be very generous to the Chicago Bulls, and I'm gonna give the Grizzlies Caleb Wilson, and then the Bulls are gonna get Cameron Boozer. How about that, Noah?
Hey,
You like that?
honestly, I think Cameron Boozer and Caleb Wilson are pretty close.
Yeah.
Uh, one might be more polished than the other, Cam Boozer, but um, Bulls are in a nice little spot. They got one of the, even though it was four, it's one of the best drafts to be four, I think. I'll take
Yeah.
any one of those four guys ahead of them in that four.
Yeah, I think getting Boozer if they drop, I think that's such a steal for the Bulls. I mean, they have
Yeah.
like 20 point guards, so they don't need another one. With this pick for the Clippers, I'm gonna say they go with, I know they got Garland, but I think they go with Acuff on this pick. Best available. I don't know how good Keaton Wagler is. Can't remember him playing at Illinois, but Illinois did they who won the championship? I forgot.
Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. But it was Michigan versus Illinois, right? No.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't remember Keaton Wagler being one of the Illinois big star. I know they have
UConn.
Andre Stojakovic.
Yeah, they have the son of Asia.
Yeah. All right, Clippers going there with Acuff next with the Brooklyn Nets. Mm, I think they try their hand again at another point guard, and I think they go with Kingston Flemings. See
It's
what
just they
happens.
drafted two last year,
I
back
know
to back picks.
it wasn't great for. Well, they also they also went international guards too, right? No, Igor was with who was
BYU, I think.
BYU. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I think it was BYU.
I think so too. But I
Yeah,
go,
Chigar was France or something.
yeah, Kingston Flemings to the Nets. They tried again with the guard. Um. All right. So with the Kings, like we said, they need a guard maybe, or maybe if they treat Sabonis. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Nate Ament. How about that, Noah?
Hey, I think it's gonna be between a three and a one. They just need a point guard so bad. It just depends how willing they are, I think, to play DeRozan there. Because he played kind of a little point with the Spurs, I think, at one point. But they don't have anyone. They got rid of Fox and they didn't have anyone to replace him. They had Alice. I can't remember his
Uh,
uh
Keith. No.
is
Uh,
Keaton Alice. I want to say Keaton Alice, but I
I
don't know if
want to
that's
say
right.
yeah. That's Keontae. Keontae?
Keontae Ellis, maybe.
No.
But Ellis, and then he got traded. Everyone wanted him.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted him to play more. He was more of a two guard though. But still, like I don't know. They just really need someone to facilitate.
Yeah, but then you look at I guess you chose right, Mikael Brown. I guess yeah. I'm gonna say they just ignore the guard position because that's the king. So I'm gonna go with Nate.
Yeah, I mean they can do. I mean, 'cause I don't know if like that's what they want Mikael Brown Jr. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Um. All right. With the Hawks, Dyson Daniels, right? He was kind of shaky last year, right? At the end.
Yeah, after coming off of like
Jalen.
one of the best defensive player performances the year before. I think yeah, last year he had a rough time.
Yeah, but they do need, I think they do need a big man. So I'm gonna say they reach on this one, and they maybe not. Maybe they don't reach. I don't know. Maybe they reach and go a day Mara. How about that? Even though I want the Warriors to either get him, but you know. Mavs, they, you know, Cooper Flag, Gafford, Lively. I'm gonna say they need a scorer, so I'm gonna go Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler.
Yeah, they needed two for sure, especially with Clay not playing.
Yeah.
Well,
The Bucks. I don't know what they're gonna do with Giannis. They definitely need a guard. I'm gonna give them Mikael Brown. How about that?
they definitely need like a 1 through 3 guy there since they just paid Miles Turner and they have Giannis. Yeah, we'll see what they do with Giannis, but as of right now, they have Giannis.
And then that brings up my Golden State Warriors, and I've seen them pick this guy, point guard out of Alabama.
But Curry has what, 2 years left?
Yeah,
Maybe
two
this year
years
and next
left.
year.
Yep. Steve Kerr has 2 years left. Curry probably has 2 years left. So
Yeah, who knows if this will be the last time they pick in the
top,
lottery
maybe.
for the next 2 years. You don't know. You never know.
You never know.
So do you pull a Rams and try to find your franchise QB and try to find a franchise point
Point
guard, you
guard,
think?
maybe, maybe. Or I
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Yaxel as well. You can't have enough
Yeah.
perimeter wing defenders. So,
Yeah, Yaxel, I think, is a guy who you get when you want to win. No. Older, like you said, the defender.
but they do have a lot of wing defenders on the team. So I don't know. I don't know. That's my thoughts. I wouldn't mind a point guard, but you do have Pajemski and who's the other
I'm gonna
guy?
go Kareem Lopez, a risk pick,
Yeah, he was
New
uh
Zealand.
he was like the first guy they mentioned in the mock draft. Kareem Lopez. Or they can go Baden Burries.
Yeah. I mean, there's Jaden Quintance, who I think he dealt with a lot of injuries. I've been seeing a lot of stuff with him, but he's like an insane defender potential. My personal favorite guy I want to see picked, Cameron Carr from Baylor. I've seen some highlights with him, and he looks insane. So I think that would be a cool pick for the Bulls, who have another pick. I think in the 20s or the late teens, maybe 15. Um, so there's some. This is a pretty good draft here. Um, I'd say 1 through 18. There's probably some really good players there.
Yep. So yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna choose anyone for the Warriors. I'll probably
He
do
basically chose Yaxel.
complete opposite.
Basically chose Yaxel.
But I wouldn't mind the center, Mara as well. You know,
Yeah,
because you're gonna have Wemby, for the next 5 years. So you might as well have some type of tall person try to guard that guy, right?
at least for the paint.
Yeah. I don't know his mobility. I don't think he really had good.
Yeah, most 7'3" guys are not very mobile. So most of them.
Yeah, you could only hope to get someone like Wemby, but um yeah, that's it. NBA mock draft. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. We'll see how that goes. We'll try to talk about it again in 2 weeks because we'll be in Hapun. So
Yeah, we'll be
excited.
on vacation for 2 weeks in Japan. And yeah, when we get back, we'll talk about World Cup most likely and probably the NBA draft again.
Yep.
Um, and if anything else crazy that has happened, but I don't know what'll happen in those 2 weeks. So
I doubt it.
I
So,
don't think anything crazy is happening under those two sports right now. Maybe some baseball. We'll see what happens with baseball.
yep. Anyways, hopefully everyone enjoyed this episode, episode 85, and we'll see everyone in the next one.
Yeah, see ya.